I was just fiddling around in the key of C, because that's a basic key that we are going to use to learn a lot of things. C major. But today I'm gonna just in this lesson I'm gonna just talk about major scales. Major scale formula is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you go back to the theory that we did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now we want to find out the major scales and then create a little song on one string. We'll do a little song on one string, you know, very popular song. So here we're going to just look at the open string major scales. So it means it's a major scale from this open string. Now the formula for the major scale is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. And a tone is when you jump a fret. Suppose I'm moving from here, the open string, and I go to this one here, second fret, sorry. I'm on the open fret of the E, and I go to the second fret. I have moved a tone. If I move to the next by jump another fret, that's a tone. If I don't jump a fret there, that's a semitone, or in America they call it whole and half, whole tone and half tone, you know. But that's the same as a tone and a semitone. Semitone is half of a tone. Okay. So for the major scale, we have known that it's tone, tone. So it's tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay. So let's play that scale there. So it's that's E. Now if you go to the next string, you're gonna find out that it's the same kind of stuff. You play the open, then you go to the second string, then you go there. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You must be able to sing that on each string from the open note. And the other one, well, the D string. Let's start that. So again, D. The A. Then the E. You'll find out that if you play a major scale in one key and then you go to another, you might hear kind of like it's a distortion. It's not. It's because the relative, you're hearing kinds of put it to the last. It references it to the last major scale that you just played, and you might hear, like I said. So if you play it for the second time, we found it's coming into the knowledge of your ear. Now let's look at these scales again. You can play them in reverse. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Again. Again, this one here. This one here, which is our D. Our A. Our lower E. So if you're asked to play those scales, it's pretty easy now. Major scales, play in the major scale of E, of anything from any note that is in the open there. It's easy for you to do that. Okay. Now let's go to the second fret, so you can play major scales from there as well. Remember that if you cover this fret here, we have covered all the notes. Okay, so we can cover all the scales here from here. So if you go to F, for example, F here, so we have to jump a tone. Mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. And you go to C itself. We hadn't done the C. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. And you go to G sharp, which is this one here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, and then you go to D sharp. D sharp is here on the fourth string, fret number 1. Do. I have to adjust my voice. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, then we go to A sharp. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Let's do that again. Do, starting from here. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. I missed the note, jumped the note. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Go to the a low E string. Do. Yeah, that one's too tough. Do. That means do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. That's a high F. Sorry, low F. F there. Okay. Now we go on to the next note here is this one here. See, this is F sharp. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay. Now we go to this note here, which is above F sharp. It's C sharp. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, now above C sharp, this one here, this note here is A. Now the same major scale as that one, which starts from this. So let's start it and let's go for it. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, now if we go up, we go to an E. Same as these two string major scales. So E major scale can start from here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now the next one is a B, which is here. So major scale is the second string here. Do. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, now the other string that we're going to, which is this one here, this one is F sharp. It's the same as do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, so you have played lots of scales there, lots of major scales, almost all the major scales. Now we go on to this note here, which is because you came out of here, and this is a G. We also have an open G. So do. it's very useful for you to adjust your voice to the key that you're playing. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. You go on. That's a G there. The one up there, up there. You remember we had a C here. This one is a D. Okay, same as an open D here on the 4th string. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now we go on to the next one, which is up here. If you remember, this is a G, A sharp here. Okay, this is an A sharp here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. And you go on to this one here. You remember, this is an F, because this is in E. F. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Now this is another if it's another C here. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, oh, fa, mi, re, do. And that's a G there. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, that's beautiful. I was trying to adjust. So you have played all this, the major scales after playing these notes here. All the major scales. There are basically 12 major scales that you have. The next thing you're going to do is we're going to play a song here, just to be able to play this major scale and getting its sound. The song is Joy to the World. Joy to the World, that very first line there is a whole major scale. It's do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re. You might find the other notes were stretched a little bit. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. So let's play it in all the keys. Let's start with, so we are starting from the high octave here, which is, let's in the key of E. We're going to play it until, and then we open that string there to end it. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Okay, if you got it, joy to the world, again, joy to the world, the Lord is come. Again on this one here, joy to the world, the Lord is come. And this one, joy to the world, the Lord is come. Right. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. The bass is so you now have a lick, a whole lick to play there, you know, for you to be able to practice the major scale. Just use Joy to the World, and you find it's very good. We're going to play scales vertically as well. We've been playing them here linearly or horizontally. Now we're going to play them vertically in the next videos to come, and we also are going to play even horizontally using two strings. Thank you very much. I'm trying to teach this one slowly so that you can grasp that. If you have any questions on any of these things that we have done, please don't hesitate to write on the comments there, and then we can hopefully deal with the issue. My name is Vukile. Thanks very much. Bye bye.